This Cash Bash 2018 Friday workshop. My name is Robin. This is my lovely assistant Robin. So we were doing a connection, working elasticity and stretch. So one of the things we were talking about was doing some exercises for both the leaders and the followers of, first of all, learning how to be able to make sure you have that bend in the arm so that when you anchor back, you have somewhere to allow the arm to breathe or stretch and get the elasticity. So that starts by you being able to do it by yourself. See, she allows herself to be able to let the arm out, or I can let myself out. If she stays there, I can still let myself out. Okay. And I'll just work off of that so they can see me also doing that, and it doesn't interfere with her. We're working off of a leverage position together. Okay, so now we're both moving off of that. So we showed you how either one of you can do it. So the first exercise we talked about was placement. That was where, well, in this case, she'll be Jane Beginner. She's going to dance and let her arm all the way out. My job was to learn how to keep her both close, maybe go out to about the middle, and maybe go all the way out. When we're all the way out, neither one of us can actually stretch. But even if she lets her arm all the way out, and I keep it somewhere in the middle, I can still allow her to anchor back. If she tried to anchor back right now, she couldn't. But if I have some stretch, see, I can then allow her to be able to sit back into it just like I can allow myself to be able to sit back. Then we did the opposite exercise where I become Joe Beginner, I let my arm all the way out, and she's going to keep a leverage, not compression, but leverage position the whole time, where she stays close and then lets herself out. Or when she goes to the middle and then lets herself out. Or she can go all the way out and then not do anything. So that's going to be your job, followers, of visually seeing where you're placing yourself, whether you go middle, far, or near, but you want to stay more towards the near and middle as well. Now, the other thing we said you can also do is you can start by staying a little closer and start creating the stretch earlier. In other words, instead of thinking of the and one, you actually start to open it because we're too close. 5 and 6, we start to open it up even more and create more of a stretching action. So if you find that the leaders, Joe Beginner's too close, take a big step back. 5 and 6 and create more of a bigger stretch. I would do the same thing. I can start creating a bigger stretch on that 6. 5 and 6, 1, 2. But I have to allow this to be able to stretch. Now, we said you could also play around with doing what we call a delayed one, where that means you would do a ball change coming out of it, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and a 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and a 1 and 2. So it actually even gives us one more beat to stretch. That comes in handy when the music's faster, because then it allows you to still have that stretching action, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and a 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and a 1 and 2, where you wouldn't be able to do that if you were just doing your regular normal stretch. So help yourself by staying closer. The more bend you have in your arm, the more you can let yourself out. Leaders, lastly, make sure that whenever you're starting something, you want to let the follower know that you're going to start. Place her on the right foot and then let her know. Use a little bit of that side pressure to be able to shift her when you want her to know that you're moving at the same time, so you both are in sync with each other. All right, great job, guys. Thank you very much.